if you are trying to align based around your work first, you're going to miss out on life. And I don't believe any of us are born to have our gravestone read, "She was an awesome worker." That might be part of what really lights you up and has an impact in the world because you're doing awesome things. But if you're choosing to be a parent or a caregiver, that's because you want that experience and you want to be able to really do really good things in that space. And all I know and what I see every day with the leaders that I work with and the businesses that I coach on their strategy is these amazing people that don't know how to align. My point is they're aligning backwards. So if you align life first and then you align your work with that, you're a much more grounded, able to contribute positive force on this planet. It's knowing how to do it, right? And that's where people get stuck. It's like, I want that, but I don't even know how to go about that because it feels so foreign, because that's not how we're raised. We go to school to get the job, and then you get the job and then life. No. First step, always, and listen, this every time you start with gratitude. There's science-based research, I think that's very popular now on the internet, but starting in gratitude opens you up to so much more, right? So it's what are you grateful for at work? And what are you grateful for in your life? Now, that's not always easy when your kid's not sleeping through the night, you've got a meeting at 8 o'clock in the morning, you've got spit up on your shoulder, you're trying to get out the door, your husband or wife is like, "Hey, wait, blah, 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 this isn't done yet." And you're just like, "Wow," right? So I don't want to paint this picture that it's just so simple and you just write your gratitude list. It might be, I'm grateful I have gas in my car so I don't have to stop on the way to work. So start with gratitude and really look at both aspects that we're talking about. And the reason I'm separating them is we're going to get really clear about what really matters for you. So if work means running your household, separate that from the rest of your life. And if work is a career in a corporate job or a nonprofit, whatever, like separate that. So really getting clear on why did you choose the work you chose? Because you chose it. And why are you choosing the life you're living? Because you chose it, right? So grateful. That's where you start, right? And you can start that every morning, or you can do that every night when you go to bed. My family, we do it at dinner. So we sit around and we say, I'm grateful for this food and this time with each other. And then I'm grateful for, and then, my daughter fills it in, my husband and I. That's how we roll in my house. The second step is to get really clear to identify and eliminate what's not working. This isn't like, write it on a list and we're done. This is like, okay, I'm going to pour my soul out into my journal. You take a piece of paper and you write down, I'm doing a terrible job at, managing meal prep. I am so frustrated because there's weeds in my flower bed. I'm always late to meetings and I'm embarrassed and I don't know how to change it. Like, whatever it is, right? Write that down, okay? And then you really start to think about, okay, what can I just get rid of? What can I delegate, right? Or what do I really need to embrace that's my reality today?
Yes.
It's not my reality forever.
Right.
But today I might need to just let that flower bed go, right? I might just need to say, what's most important is sleep. The thing I know about being a working mom, and the thing I also know about being a caretaker when my mom was in hospice. So whether you have an infant, a young child, someone you love that needs you, there's only so much time in the day and it's so precious. It's very important to take a look at what you're tolerating, then recognize it. This is a moment in time. This is a season in time. This is not forever.
Yes.
Know what lights you up. Know what lights you up. Oh my gosh, if you love cooking, don't delegate that. I loved running meetings. And, it was like, I could go to work and be like, okay, I want to reframe my job and I'm not going to lead people anymore. But leading meetings and leading people lights me up. I love bringing people together. So knowing what lights you up and prioritizing that in your life changes your honest to goodness, it's your chemical makeup, right? It brings more joy in, it is solidifying, and it's empowering. One thing I'd love to double click on this for you is that this is where journaling can be really useful. And I'm not someone who likes to write a lot. And so I will do like a voice memo. One of the tips I learned a long time ago is like, look at your camera roll. If you're called to take a picture of something, your heart is engaged and that usually lights you up. So if you're parents to 0 to 6-year-olds, listen, your camera roll is full of your kids, right? Look deeper. What is your child doing? Are you in the picture with them? Are you outside? Are you reading? Are you perhaps in an environment of a play date with like-minded people? Like, take a look at that. And so that's my big tip for new parents. Take a look at your camera roll, because it lit you up enough to capture that moment. And so those are the moments that matter to you, because you put them on film. So that's the thing there. And then work, it's not like people run around taking pictures of work. However, if you close your eyes and you think about, when did you feel really proud? When did you like want to high five yourself and you didn't need anybody else to tell you it was kick-ass, right? Those experiences light you up too. And so paying attention to that. Step 5 is support is everything. Yeah. Now, I'm going to be very transparent. I've had a medical weight loss coach. I've had a therapist. I've had a business coach. I've had a marketing coach. I've had a marriage coach. Do you know what I mean? Like, I believe in coaching. I've also had mentors. I've had amazing champions who believed in me and talked to me straight, right? Sometimes I've done that for myself. Here's what I know about navigating this process. If you keep it in your head and to yourself, forget about it. The do loop that happens is crazy. So if you're all in with your child and your family right now, and you're like, I can't take one more thing, find a mom friend, find a buddy, do whatever you need to like have someone to work this process with. Do it with your spouse. Don't do this alone is my point. Yes. If you are able to actually find a coach for yourself, that's, I believe, the magic piece that happens here. And finding someone who's been in your shoes is essential. There's so many, listen, coaching right now, it's like everybody's a coach, right? And great, because we all have expertise to bring. But if you're looking for somebody who's navigated newborn to 16, you want a coach who's had a child through that phase. If you're looking to keep upping your game in your career because you love being a working parent, you want to find a coach who's a working parent who gets it and who's walking the talk, right? It's really important. So for me, I want to say support is everything, and I always want to say mental health first over everything else.